Shay. Welcome to this channel. On this channel, I talk about nursing topics / education. I talk about plant life and anything else that pertains to human health. Now, today I wanted to make a video about how you can basically eat healthy on a budget, right? Because these are trying times, and I've been basically doing this for a while, being a college student, trying to save money and whatnot. I just thought I'd just share some things or some tips and tricks with you guys that I've used that have saved me money over the years. How you can save money on a budget, don't mind me looking down. I have my my notes here, and I don't want to miss anything. But anyway, first thing you want to do is always look for sales. Now, I worked in retail for about more than 5 years, and I can tell you there will always be a sale. There will always be clearance products or food because people are not buying it. So instead of the stores or the retailers losing money, they're going to mark it down so they can at least make some of their profit back. So there's always going to be sales, there's always going to be clearance, and that applies not only to food but just anything that you may have your eye on. If it's not in demand, then they're going to have to mark it down in order to make the profit. And also sometimes there's a surplus of veggies and fruit and they just mark it down, and you might just look up that way, you know what I mean? Coupons are awesome. It's a lifestyle. I've done it once or twice before, and it's you have to upkeep with the coupons and you have to be very organized, but you can actually save a lot of money in some cases. Excuse me guys, in some cases you can get money back. I don't know how that works, but I've seen it just work in retail, over the years or whatever. Another thing is you can start growing your own vegetables and your own fruit. It takes some time, it takes a little bit of investment, and that also, once you start doing that, you can definitely cut your grocery bill down in half. That's my goal. That's what I'm working on, guys, to be honest with you. It seems like a good idea. Why not? Another thing you can do is when I people people would literally how do you go to Whole Foods? But Whole Foods it's not really expensive depending on what you buy from Whole Foods. And to be honest with you, a lot of other retail stores are more expensive for certain products than Whole Foods. That's my preferred grocery or my preferred store to shop at for food at this moment. Everything is not expensive, like beans and rice and oatmeal, things like that. They're filler foods, they're typically inexpensive, and they will definitely nourish your body. So look for foods like that, eggs and things like that. As far as meat, oh god, cut it, okay? Because meat is so expensive now. A little bit more expensive than it used to be, okay? Excuse me guys, I just finished eating some chips or snap peas. So I've literally cut meat, red flesh out of my diet, and it was not only by choice but also because the prices have gone up, and I started feeling better about myself, so I just started to do the whole pescatarian thing. That's just pretty much what I do, which brings me to our next point. Stick to basic foods. Don't have a consistent diet. I'm gonna say that. When you're oh, this week I'm gonna eat spaghetti and then the next week I'm gonna eat gumbo, then you have to buy all the stuff for the gumbo instead of just eating something that came or that you have left over from the spaghetti, if that makes any sense. When you're buying or you're experimenting and trying different types of food, it costs you more money versus if you were to stay with the same types of food, like peppers, rice, chicken, and some type of vegetable. If you stick with that throughout the whole month, you're saving money, because sometimes you have food left over from when you're trying to cook a particular meal, and there's nothing you can do with the rest of the food but freeze it or whatever, or save it for later. But it's better, to me, in my opinion, if you just stick to the same diet and don't try to go and buy extra types of food. I stick to the basic stuff, and when you stick to the basic stuff, also you can literally, I want to say like, I'm gonna just say like, if you stick to the basic stuff, you can use ingredients, like try to like stick to food that uses the same ingredients. I don't know why it took me a long time to say that, but I'm sorry guys, I'm just special. Okay. All right, so another thing is like, besides cutting your freshly meat out, because it's expensive, it's really expensive, you can also drink more water and green teas. Green tea, first of all, is a appetite suppressor, and it burns fat, like bah, you know. And so if you're looking to lose weight, this would be a good thing for you. But it's an appetite suppressor, and if you are hungry, if you suppress your appetite, then you won't eat more, and then that, if you don't eat more, then that in turn makes you save more money, right? So eat less, drink more water, drink more green tea. Yeah, that's a trick. Another thing is, there's some benefits to that. Like, it's kind of like your intermediate fasting or fasting. There's benefits to that, and I've like learned that over this whole pandemic that it's really beneficial for me personally, because I think better, I live off of less food and less like I don't have to like buy a lot of more food than I usually do. I think I've actually cut my bill down to probably like $150, to be honest with you. Yeah, make weekly grocery visits, especially if you are a person who loves your veggies. Now, it would be very wasteful for your veggies to go to basically to die or to go bad on you. If you buy your vegetables by week, not only are you making a chance or taking a chance of you finding sales because things get marked down, but also you increase your chance of your food being fresher than you would have buy it for the whole entire month. Just like buy it within that week. Like, I found a bag of spinach the other day for $2, and I was like, no way, because usually it's like maybe like $4 or $5 or something like that. Yeah, so it was on clearance, so I was like super ecstatic about that. Yes, but you can also freeze your veggies. Yes, I particularly don't really like to freeze mine. That's why I like to go to the store every week to go get my veggies. That's just what I do. I kind of hate doing that, but long story. So you can freeze your vegetables and fruit. Like, if you like see like a sale or something, you can like cut it up, freeze it, get you some freezer bags, and then that could definitely save you money. And that way you won't also be wasting your money. I mean, your food. Okay. So speaking of frozen stuff, like, yeah, buy frozen vegetables and fruit, because they're typically cheaper and typically healthier than canned food, or some people even say fresh food, but I'm going back and forth with that. Like, I don't know if that to be true or not, but that's what some people say. And also, not only is it cheaper, it's healthier for you, but it can last you for a while. Like a while. My favorite frozen veggies are okra, edamame, and sometimes I'll do frozen spinach, and it's relatively cheap, so why not? Basically, I want to leave on this note that, you know, try the best you can. I forgot to mention nuts too. Like, nuts and grains like will keep you full as well. You don't have to like compromise yourself or your health because you're on a budget or you're trying to save money or whatever. There's still ways around that, utilizing all of the tips and tricks that I mentioned in this video. Also with your own personal research, and you know what's best for you and you know what's best for your body. But this is just my experience, what has helped me over the years and what has helped me during this pandemic, because your health is really all you have, especially now because of COVID-19. So we want to keep ourselves healthy and keep our bodies functional, all right, for the longest of time. Don't let money tell you how to treat yourself, or don't let money dictate to you of how you're gonna live. You know what I mean? So yeah, do what you can. And if you have to, like, I feel like it's no excuse to eat junk. Like, it's just no excuse. I know a bag is just maybe $1, but also you can go get one potato for $1 and so what? You know what I mean? Like, it's convenient, yeah, but there's a healthier snacks that you can choose from, because your body is you're all you have. Like, your body is special, so we gotta treat our body with love and make sure if you do eat junk because you really have no other option, like, just treat your body well. Detox, you know what I mean? Detox physically, like take something to detox, like teas. There are a lot of detox teas. You can detox with lemon water, apple cider vinegar. You can even take a detox bath, but just detox your body if you have no other choice, which I don't think you do if you're going to eat junk. If you have no other choice, then you just got to do what you got to do. So yeah, detox and love yourself, all right? Your body's going to love you back. Thank you guys so much for listening to me talk about how to eat healthy on a budget. If you have any other tips or tricks that you want to share that I may not even be aware of, or I didn't mention in this video, feel free to subscribe down below and leave a comment down below, please, guys. It helps my channel. It helps me to keep doing what I'm doing for you beautiful people out there. All right, I'm Nurse Shai, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm sorry, guys, there's one more thing I have to mention to you. If you're experiencing food insecurities at this time, I would encourage everybody to check your local outreach and church centers, because they're constantly giving away food and non-perishable items. Check shelters, check pantries around your area. Also, you can check grocery stores and see if they're doing anything special to contribute to families that are in need at this time. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.